Hey, Mr. Doty here. This is a quick video tutorial on division in 4th grade. The problem we're going to solve is 636 divided by 6. Okay? The vocabulary we need in order to solve this problem is as follows. The large number we start with is called the dividend. Okay, it has the word end in there, which is funny because it's actually where we start anytime we have a division problem. 636 dividing into 6 equal groups. I'm going to draw 6 equal groups. 6 equal groups, okay? That is called our divisor. It tells us how many groups we're dividing the number 636 into. Okay, the answer to any division problem is called our quotient. And it's also telling me how many in just one. How many in just one of these groups. And that is our quotient. Dividend, divisor, and quotient. When we use long division in 4th grade, we set up a tic-tac-toe board and write out the multiples of our divisor. 6, 12, 18. Start on the left again. 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54. Okay? So these are my multiples of 6. It's really helpful if we're not really confident in our math facts to fill out this tic-tac-toe board every time. Okay? Next, I'm going to write out a memory device. Does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers? Okay, I like to write this on the right side of my page. Does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers? Which represents division, multiplication, subtraction, checking, and bring down. Okay? And I'm going to rewrite my divisor next to the word multiply. I'm going to write that divisor next to multiply. So I've used my divisor to create a tic-tac-toe board, and I've written it again next to this acronym, okay? This acronym is a checklist as we go through long division. We start with division, then we multiply, subtract, check, bring down. Division, multiply, subtract, check, bring down, until there is nothing left to divide, okay? Great, onward. Let's set up 636 divided by 6 using our standard algorithm. The first question I ask myself, and the same question I'll ask every time I come back to division, is how many groups of 6 are in the number blank? So first I'm going to ask myself, how many groups of 6 are in the number 6? Here's the number 6 represented with dots. And as you can see, there is one group of 6. So I wrote a 1, and I get to check that off. I'll multiply 1 times 6, as I discussed, and I get 6. And then I subtract. 6 minus 6, we get a difference of 0. Okay? I compare my difference that I've just found against my original divisor. Is 6 greater than 0? I sure hope it is, because if it isn't, I've made an error and I have to go back. I have to go back to this 1 and write something else. Is 6 greater than 0? Yes, sir, it is. Move on. Bring down our next place value. We started in our hundreds place, and now we move to our 10th place. Okay, now we loop back around, back to division, and students sometimes get confused. They don't know if they're supposed to divide 6 into 63 or into 636. Ladies and gentlemen, when we bring this number down, that's telling us the next number we need to try to divide into. So the question we ask ourselves again is, how many groups of 6 are in the number 3? Well, there's not even one complete group of 6, so I'm going to write a 0 above our tens place and check off division. Multiply 0 times 6, and I get 0. Subtract 3 minus 0 and get 3. Compare, is 6 greater than 3? Yes, we sure hope it is. So I give that a check, and I bring down my next place value. Okay, last lap around before we're done with this problem. Again, students are going to panic for just a half a second and say to themselves, oh no, what do I divide into? What am I comparing? Well, we brought down this 6. We have this number 36, and we have to ask ourselves, how many groups of 6 are in the number 36? If I were to write out 36 dots, etc., we all know that there would be 6 complete groups of 6. Okay, so that is my division. For multiplication, 6 times 6 is 36. Subtract, get 0. And I check, is 6 greater than 0? Absolutely. And we have nothing else to bring down. We don't have any more place values over here. We haven't forgotten anything. We didn't forget about our tens place or our ones place. So we give ourselves a check. Our quotient is 106. We're going to take that quotient and we're going to multiply it with our divisor. Quotient times our divisor should give us our dividend that we started with. Party on, there it is, 636. Math is a party, believe it or not. Most students are still getting used to this long division method, so we like to cover one more strategy. And we call it the deal or no deal. We also like to call it the grouping method. And I'm going to draw out, fairly large on my page, 6 equal size groups that I showed you from earlier. Now, in the deal or no deal method, I connect it back to my experience with playing cards. So if I had 636 playing cards and I wanted to divide them into 6 piles, like maybe there's 6 friends playing cards, it would take a really long time to go 1 card, 1 card, 1 card, 1 card, 1 card, 1 card, like tally marks. That would take a really long time, and I know me with playing cards, I'd make a mistake. If I handed out, though, 100 cards at a time, right? I'm trying to go as big as possible without making a mistake and running out of cards. Then I know that would still just be 600 cards that I've passed out. Deal or no deal? Have I tipped the scales? Have I run out of cards? No, I have not run out of cards. So I can continue to pass out cards. We can't pass out 100 again because we'll run out. So let's pass out, I say 5 at a time. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Now we've passed out 630 cards. And still we have a few cards left over. We have not tipped the scales. Let's pass out 1 card at a time. As you can tell, we have now exactly met our dividend. Our dividend was 636, and we have passed out 636 cards. Okay, there's none left over, so all we have to do is tally up one of these groups, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is our quotient. 100 plus 5 plus 1 is 106. And as we just experienced, that is our quotient from before when we did the long division method. Okay? Last check. Take your quotient, multiply it by your divisor, which you find here, and you're going to get the same answer as before. 636. Thank you so much for your time. It's a little long, 9-minute video, but I hope this shows you 2 equally valid, equally awesome methods for division in 4th grade. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.